Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa for those of you who are new. And for today's video, I thought I'd do a look using the Colourpop UR A QT palette. I recently picked this up at Ulta. It was on sale. It looks like this, really nice purpley tones. It was on sale at Ulta for $12.60, which that's great. So I picked one up and my mom picked one up as well. So I thought I'd do this video for my mom so she could look at this video because she does watch my videos and she could recreate this look. I am going to go for something just simple, soft, nothing too dramatic so she can follow along because she is new to eyeshadows at least. So I want to make something that's easy, simple, quick, that she can watch and do herself, of course. So I thought I could make a video for her. So we are going to be using the UR A QT, and I think I want to pop on this shadow on as well. This is from Colourpop, and this one is the Super Shock shadow in Ripple, and I want to show you guys what it looks like. It just is very, very beautiful. It has like a duochrome where it's like purple but has like a blue shift. Look at that. That's just beautiful. So I thought we'd use these two Colourpop things, which Colourpop is super affordable, so don't feel like, you know, you need to spend a lot of money on an eyeshadow palette. Now, I'm also going to do a base that my mother liked. Oh, I don't like saying mother. That my mom liked this past weekend. It was my grandparents' 50th year anniversary. Oh my god, 50 years married. And I did honestly, I thought it was a quick base, but I just used my tried and true, my Too Faced Born This Way foundation and the concealer. I love these. These are amazing. And she really liked how my skin looked. She said it, she's like, wow, it lasted so long. And she was intrigued to see or to know what I used. So I let her know, but I'm going to show you guys how I did my base that day because I feel like it is key on how you prep your skin before any foundation. I have extremely dry skin, so I have to use products that will hydrate my skin so well. Some items could be high-end, could be drugstore. I haven't found one that is a drugstore that really helps a lot. I'm still in the hunt for it, but I cannot live without my Summer Fridays jet lag mask as my moisturizer. I already did my skincare. I washed my face, I put on a serum, and then I put on a gel cream. I will list those down below. They're all from Neutrogena. It's the Bright Boost line, but I'm still on the hunt for something that moisturizes my skin as well as this mask. I still haven't found it, but if you have any recommendations, please let me know because your girl is looking. So this one really, really hydrates my skin and leaves it nice and plump, nice and hydrated, which is what I love. And I feel like I can totally see a difference when I do not use this. So I'm gonna obviously start with my face because I'm just gonna do a simple eye look. So I don't think we'll have a lot of fallout, hoping. So for moisturizer, I did use the Pretty Fresh from Colourpop. This is drugstore, and this is the Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. Now, my favorite hydrating primer is the Primerizer from Smashbox. I personally don't like the scent of this. It's coconut. I'm not a fan of coconut. Ugh, I just never been a fan. But it's a good primer. So far I've used it, and obviously in conjunction with the, or in combination, sorry, with the jet lag mask. So I've been liking it. Okay, so now I'm going to spray my face with, this is the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I recently picked this up, but the one that I did use the day of my grandparents' anniversary, The one that I used that day was the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. This one's super affordable. I believe this is 14 bucks. You know what? Let me check for you. Okay guys, so this spray is only $8 compared to the Morphe, which is $16. I mean, they're both drugstore, so whichever one you really want to try. They are both hydrating from what I've seen. This one's way more hydrating, so you will see dewy. You will see dewy with this one for sure. But today I'm going to use the Morphe Luminous Setting Mist, and I'm just going to spray my face. Okay, so honestly, then I just went on with my foundation. So again, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Golden Beige. So I'm going to shake it up real good. And then I could apply it directly to my face, but I'm just going to dot this around my face. Now, it does seem like it's a little darker, but it does match my neck and my hands, so there's that. I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild sponge. Again, love this sponge. I have been using it nonstop. $4.99 at Target. Can't beat that. But then again, all my sponges that I love are super affordable, so. But I'm just going to blend it and really push it. I'm really bouncing my sponge into my skin. Now this foundation is medium to full coverage, which for me is good because I like more of a medium coverage, medium to light, so light to medium. There are times where I'm like, you know what, let's go full glam, rare times, but I like how this foundation looks, and for it to be a foundation that can be full coverage, I think that that's amazing, because like I said, I love the coverage on this foundation, and I love the look. It's a nice, radiant, natural look. I'm really pushing it onto my temples because my temples are the driest areas on my face. Now, I personally don't care to extreme cover. Like right here, there's a little bit of redness peeking through. My little problematic area down below, that has yet to go away. I'm still working on it. But I mean, you could add more just like this. There's times where I add more. There's times where I just leave it like that. I don't spot conceal. Usually, there's times where I will. There's times where I won't. This day, I just went in with a little bit more. So I just went over it a little bit in the cheek area, the chin area, and a little bit on the forehead. So basically all around. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with concealer. Concealer, of course, is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Golden Beige. So it's technically the same color as the foundation. I don't typically like to highlight, like brighten really. I just want to conceal. I want it to look nice and flawless. And I really want to push the product in. So working my way up to underneath my eye. So I don't want to put too much product directly underneath my eye. See that little crease area? I don't want to put too much product there because I will crease. No matter if I set it, if I don't set it, no matter if it's a concealer that is self-setting, if it's matte, it doesn't matter. I will crease because I just naturally have a lot of fine lines underneath my eyes. Like it's inevitable for me. Okay, so I technically work the product first down here, and then I will work it up slowly so I don't put too much product underneath my eye area. And again, I'm just really pushing that in, pushing and pushing. Make sure I get it into the contour of my nose. And I love this sponge because it has that point. If you can see that, it has a nice sharp point, so it makes it very easy to get into that corner, inner corner right here. And also around the nose area. And then I'll do whatever is left, which isn't much, and I'll put it around my mouth area. I do believe I used a powder that day, believe it or not. And I used the Kylie Cosmetics powder. This one is in the shade Yellow. So I did take that in this Real Techniques powder sponge. And I did set my under eye. Let me get my mirror just so I can get real close. And then I basically set that under eye, but I'm pushing it. I'm not baking. So I know there's a lot of powder there, but I'm just going to push all that product into my skin. So I'm really pushing that in. So you see? So I'm just setting it. I'm not baking. I'm not leaving it bare. And then whatever's left, I'll just use it around the mouth. Just like so. So honestly, the only places that are going to be kind of matte, but in the end you'll notice it's not going to be too matte, are basically underneath my eyes and around my mouth. I used the Fenty bronzer in Island Ting that day, but today I want to use my favorite bronzer, which is, if I can open it, which is the HourGlass. This is a mini. This is the Radiant. I'm like choking on powder. This is the Radiant Bronze Light from HourGlass. So what I do is use a stippling brush like this. This is the Morphe M406 brush, and I'll just swirl it in here. And I will swirl lightly. Like, I'm not putting too much pressure on my cheeks, and I'm also holding it far back, and I'm lightly feathering it and blending it in circle motion where my bronzer will go. And then of course the forehead, you don't want to forget the forehead. And whatever's left, I'm going to take it on the jawline. Just like that. And then going in a little bit, tiniest bit, and then doing it, putting it on my nose, on the sides of my nose, just to define the nose a little bit so it doesn't get lost. Like so. I like this one because it gives a radiant finish, so it's not matte. It has a nice little bit of sheen, a nice healthy sheen. For blush, I'm going to take the Kylie blush, and this one is in We're Going Shopping. This is a really nice, pretty peachy neutral blush. This is pigmented. I'm going to tap it, taking it on a Wet n Wild blush brush. I think this is a blush brush, but it's a little angled brush like this. These are the kind of brushes that I like to use for blush. And I am pushing it into my skin. I'm not really swiping it. I'm just pushing it into my cheekbones. Just like that. It's a nice, really pretty peachy blush. For highlight, I went in with the Jaclyn palette right here. This is Jaclyn highlighting palette in the Flare from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to apply that to my cheekbones. My favorite brush right now to apply highlight is the Sonia Kashuk highlighting brush, and I'm just going to apply it right on top of my cheekbones and really blend it into the skin. I'm gonna do my nose, the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and then I'm gonna take that around the temples and a little bit, just whatever's left, like that on the forehead. I do like a very dewy, glowy face, so that's why I put it around there. I would take this on my chin too, but since we have texture right now, we're not gonna bother. So I'm gonna spray my face with the Morphe spray once more, just to set all the powders, so all the powders can melt into our face and they don't look so powdery, even though this doesn't look too powdery, but it's a little matte. It's a little matte for me. Okay, so this is as close as I can zoom you guys in. I'm going to take the concealer that I used. This is a little bit dark, but no, you know what? Let me use a different one because we don't want it to be too dark. I'm going to take the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This one is in light beige. And I'm just going to do one little swipe on the lids. Now, you can use a base, like an eyeshadow primer or an eyeshadow base, but I'm just going to take concealer. And I'm just going to blend that into my eyelids just so we have basically a blank canvas. I mean, you don't have to. I don't usually do this all the time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends really how I'm feeling that day. Okay, so jumping straight onto the palette, I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm going to apply that to my whole lid. So I'm taking the color Too Hot For You and I'm just going to set that concealer down a little bit. So it looks like that. Okay, so I'm gonna take the color So Fine, which is this shade right here. This shade right here. I'm gonna take that and I'm going to apply that to the crease. And I'm taking a Sonia Kashuk crease brush, something like that. And I'm softly putting that on the crease. And I am working it into the inner part of my eye just because I find that technique more flattering for my eyeball, my eye shape. And if you can see that, it's looking a little bit like lilac-y, which doesn't look like that on the palette, but I don't know, that's how it's coming off. It's coming off a little purpley toned, right? I'm going to take a clean brush and then I'm just going to blend that out. I'm going to take the shade First Date, which is the one underneath the shadow we just used, which is this one right here. I'm going to take that one and I'm going to put it in the outer part of my eye first. So I'm going to pack it on first and then blend it to the crease. And you know what's funny about my eye? There's this area, I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. No matter what eyeshadow I use, no matter if I use a base or not, there's a section right here that when I look at it, it looks like it skips. Like the shadow just skips, like it doesn't want to apply there. I don't know what that's about. I've always had that. Like I said, no matter what primer or setting it, not setting it, it just always has happened to me. So I don't know, I just move on from that. Now I am going to make this a soft look. So I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Love Me, which is this nice, beautiful shimmery shade right up here. I think it looks really pretty. It's like a nice pinky champagne-y color. And I'm just going to take that with my finger and I'm going to push that onto the lid. And now I'm not having a perfect crease or perfect lid. I'm actually really going to messily, is that a word? I'm just going to blend that up and out actually. Like I'm going to have it into my crease. I feel like that looks more romantic, soft. But you do you. You could do a cut crease with this. A cut crease would also look good, but I feel like a cut crease is just way too intense for my liking personally. So, and then like I said, whatever's left, I'm going to tap it into the crease and blend it out. So there you have it. I blended it into the crease, so it's like nice and going up. I feel like putting in a little bit of a darker color. I feel like maybe let's try this color, Candy Graham, which is this purpley shade right here. It's like a nice shimmery shade. I think I want to put that one towards the outer part. So right on the outside of it, just to deepen it a little bit. You could totally leave it the way it was right now. And I think that's pretty in itself. And I have fallout. You can see that I have fallout right there. That's fine. We'll fix it. We'll figure it out. Hopefully. And then I'm going to wipe off my finger. And then I'm going to just blend those colors together. So they look seamless like that. And blend a little bit more. So see, a color like that, just a nice purpley vibe going on. I think that is pretty, really soft, really nice. I'm going to curl my lashes, apply mascara. The mascara I'm going to be using is, of course, the L'Oreal Voluminous Waterproof Mascara right here. I've been really loving and enjoying this mascara. This one is a black one. My Colourpop is obviously great. I just feel like maybe a little bit of more definition on the lashes for this look. Okay, so I already applied mascara. I've been loving this mascara. This is more of a drier formula, so if you're not into that, I wouldn't pick this up. But if you are into that dry formula, which that's what I love, I don't like it when it's a mascara. It's just too wet. It's just hard to work with for me. So this is perfect for me at least. Now to finish off the bottom lash line, I'm going to take a brush that's really kind of flat but not too flat. So a brush like this is from Anastasia, so it just comes in those it comes in those little palettes, of course. So so why not use them? I personally do use them. I enjoy them. So I'm going to take those two shades that we started off with in the crease, which are So Fine and First Date, and I am going to apply it to the bottom lash line and just smudging those colors. So just doing that. Now I am going to use the Jaclyn loose highlighter. This one is in So Extra. It's just an extra, sorry. And I'm going to take a brush like this. This is the Morphe M321, so it's kind of tiny. I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to apply it into the inner corner. That, just to brighten up the eyes a little bit. Now, another good highlight that would work probably, or most definitely would work, is the loose highlighter from When Wild. This is the Mega Glow loose highlighter, and this one is in I'm So Lit. This one would work perfectly for the inner corner as well. That one is a little bit more, has a little bit of a golden, not too yellow, but has a little bit more golden. This one is a little bit more icy white. I'm going to apply mascara obviously on the bottom lashes, and we're done with the eyes.
Corner as well. That one's a little bit more, has a little bit of golden, not too yellow, but has a little bit more golden. This one's a little bit more icy white. I'm going to apply mascara obviously on the bottom lashes, and we're done with the eyes.
So I'm going to finish the lips. I'm going to take, this is the Colourpop BFF, in the color BFF, lippy pencil. So I'm just going to line my lips and fill them in a little bit. Just like that. Now you could go in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I love these. I talked about them in my last video. These are in the shade Cairo and Athens, but I recently picked up a lip, what are these? I don't know. It's a lip cream stain? Cream stain, it says, from Makeup Geek, and this is in the shade Waltz, and I wanted to try it out. So this one seems to be a little bit more cool toned, so we will see. Oh, that looks like it's the same color as that lip liner. It's a pretty nice color, pretty cool toned. I think it's really cool toned. I'm gonna spray my face one last time with the spray. Okay, so I totally forgot that I wanted to use this shade from Colourpop, which is Ripple. So I'm gonna quickly integrate it into the look. So if you want, this is where you can stop. I mean, it's this nice look right here that you have by itself. Okay guys, this eyeshadow is beautiful. Look at that. That is so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of my earrings right here, how they have a blue little shift. They're purple and they have like a little blue shift. I love this color. Really love this color. It looks really pretty. So I did the same thing, packed it on with my finger and then blended it up towards the crease. So it's like nice and a gradient. I love this color. This one's really pretty. So yes, pick up Ripple from Colourpop. Okay guys, so there you have it. A nice purpley toned blue, purple-ish. No. Okay guys, so that is the finished look, a nice purpley look using the Colourpop UR A QT palette. I really love how this came out. I really love how the shadow ripple looks on the eyes. Guys, this looks beautiful. I don't feel like the camera is picking up how sparkly and iridescent it is and that blue hue that it gives. I don't think the camera is picking it up. It's absolutely beautiful. You have to go, at least go swatch the shade. It is perfection in my eyes. So I really like how this look came out. I don't know, give it a thumbs up if you think so too. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, found it entertaining. That's my child screaming. And yes, so I just wanted to do a quick video inspired by this palette for my mama. So I hope she loves it and I hope she tries it out. I hope she tries it out. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.